Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Fangood Podcast. I'm Josh Vasquez, 1/3 of your hosts of the Fangood Podcast. Now, those of you watching on YouTube, you're probably wondering, how am I 1/3? Are you a crazy person?
That better not been a jab at my weight.
No, that's not it. Okay. That's not it. And those of you listening on the podcast, I'll get to why I said that in a second.
Yep.
But first, to my right, for the first and maybe the last time, Joey Vasquez, welcome to the show.
How's it going, guys? I'm reminded in this moment of something biblical.
Oh.
And that is that Jesus himself was seated at the right hand of the Father. So I can only assume that I'm number 2 now.
As you all know, I am Joey's father.
It's not true.
Is that not what you said?
It's more of a metaphoric father,
Okay.
less of a literal father.
Okay.
But yeah, Tommy's not here, and so I'm assuming he's being demoted.
Yes. For today and today only,
Wow.
Joey is second billed. Congratulations. Round of applause.
Guys.
Podcast listeners, let it be known Joey was the other applause there.
Well, yeah, because I'm the only other person here.
But that's true.
I imagine there were people clapping along at home.
Yeah. In their cars, listening to the podcast, and that just probably caused a 4-car pileup, at least.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5. Okay, guys, what do you say we cut the bull?
Okay.
Wait, do we get the explicit tag?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's cut the bullshit.
Oh.
Sorry. And let's get right down to it, guys.
Right.
What's in the news this week? Let me think.
We got
ISIS.
I mean,
ISIL.
they're in the news. ISIL.
Same thing.
Hashtag feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
Hashtag never
9/11.
mind.
Steel beams.
Steel beam.
You ever seen this? Never mind. We're not going to get.
That's a different podcast.
Actually, I will tell you. Recently, I went on Reddit. I'm not really a Redditor per se.
Okay.
But I went on Reddit, and I found a thread that was like the unexplained or something. And so it had like aliens.
You mean like with Obama being a lizard person?
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also I
mean, I can't wait till they explain about that he's a lizard person and how he came to be one.
I have a feeling in a few years we'll find it. He'll reveal it himself.
Right,
he's not the president anymore.
Yeah, and then it'll be like when George Bush revealed that he loved to paint like little cats. It'll be like, oh, it's something cute about him we didn't know.
Wait, is that something that happened?
Yeah. He's a painter now.
I really missed that.
Yeah, such a cool guy.
Like Hitler. Anyway, the painting part, not the cool guy.
Right.
So anyway, I found this thread, conspiracy theories, was part of it.
Okay.
And already, literally, day after the Paris attacks.
Well, I mean, the French government orchestrated the whole thing.
That's literally what people are just saying,
to unite the world.
I'm not convinced. I've only seen, 3 pictures, and they're all the same people. And I'm just like, what kind of person do you have to be to, be so...
I was actually
untrusting and that, a massive world attack. And
I was looking around our house actually, and I saw 3 different pictures of the same person on the walls.
That's a conspiracy, right?
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I'm in at least 4.
I can't even
So what have I? So now I'm thinking, what have I done?
I'm thinking, are we a real family, or were we orchestrated?
Well, hey, you can go back to
built in a lab somewhere, a real Kyle XY situation.
Yeah. One of the topics. It always comes back to Kyle XY.
No.
Never on this podcast, so that reference means nothing.
That's true.
But in real life, it does.
But I'm telling you, that Kyle XY, you look deep enough, answers to the universe.
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
But I would say, if you listen to the fate debate that Michael and I did, one of the things we talked about was the last Thursday theory that was made by some extreme Christians who are trying to basically justify creationism by saying that we don't have any proof that we weren't just created right now with evidence of there being a past.
Right.
So then the argument against it is okay, well, that's just saying we could have been created last Thursday and
we just have
never
memories and we're
yeah. So they're implanted by God. The memories are implanted, but they're not real.
Right. Well, I can say to the people at home, let's hope that today's not the last Thursday. because you may never hear this if it is.
Yeah.
Because
yesterday.
Well,
maybe
see.
Next Thursday.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, we digress back now into what this podcast is actually about. Not your video games, your movies, your TVs, things like that. Joey.
I don't really like to. I'm gonna. Never mind. I'm not going to do that.
All right.
What do we want to talk about today, Josh?
Hit me up with the topic, Joey. I'm gonna give you first topic choice here.
Wow. It's a lot of pressure. Really wasn't prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I want to talk to you today about Hulu.
Hulu.
I'm calling this
Hulu.
Lou. I'm calling this the reappraisal of Hulu.
Okay.
Now, everybody knows that maybe 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, you put Netflix next to Hulu. Who's using Hulu?
There's a clear winner there.
It's like, oh yeah, I've signed up for the free trial.
Yet I still get
so
ads.
I can watch that show like 3 times with a couple different credit cards and a different email.
I signed up for a free trial of Hulu back in the day, and I tried to watch it on the Hulu app on the TV, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, no.
I never got through one episode of a TV show on that, and I never watched it again.
Oh wow. Well, I've definitely used it before, and as far as
I've never seen
when they have their, I think for a while like Parks and Rec came on there, they would air the next episode like a week later or something.
Right. I would say that was probably the major draw, is that they came out pretty instantaneously.
Right, and that's why I watched it back in the day or got the free trial in the first place or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do a reappraisal because I feel like things have changed.
See what the market value is there.
Yes, because Netflix, it has your movies, sure. It has your TV, yes. But while it has some popular things, we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, everybody's watched The Office. If you haven't, it's been on there for years. Everybody's watched, Parks and Rec has been on there. There's so many things that are like, okay, we've already watched these sort of older classics. Mm-hmm. Hulu has a lot of new stuff airing right now. A lot of TV shows. They do have movies too, is the thing. Mm-hmm. Where people don't realize they're starting to get more and more movies.
And they have their own original stuff too, right?
That's what has got me back into it.
Okay.
I've been watching the show Casual. It is really good.
Okay.
It is really good. Great writing. And like, I hate to say this.
This is only available to premium subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I don't watch it on Hulu.
Okay.
but
okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
You can watch the first episode on Hulu.
So you condone the paying for of a Hulu Plus account, but you will not do it yourself.
Well, but this is what has made me want to reappraise, because now I'm thinking, you know what? I like things on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
But would I actually get more out of Hulu? I mean, we're talking TV series. We're talking long things, not just one movie. Mm-hmm. For me, I would say I watch more TV on like a Netflix platform than like a movie.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
For TV.
Like, I don't know. That it could be in the future, depending on how good the content is that's coming out.
I binge watched a movie on Netflix one time. It only took an hour and a half.
No, that's usually how it goes.
That's what I'm saying, is like Netflix is for TV. It's not for movies anymore. I mean, it is, but it's not meant for that, because binge watch came from Netflix.
Right, exactly. TVs. But Hulu's always been the one who has TV shows.
Right.
So it's like, but it's never been as popular.
Yeah.
People have always been like...
It's because Netflix has like everything.
Right.
And movies included. Right. It's more of a complete package.
Exactly.
It's a better value, I would say.
Right. But that's why I think we need to do a reappraisal. I think... What did I want to say? Oh, yeah. And this is kind of the sad part. I watched Aziz's new series, Master of None.
I got to episode 4. I really loved it. I even loved the second episode, which someone was saying, like, get past the first 2 episodes, then it's really good. I love the second episode even. The first one was the only one I thought was slow. And the second one was when they take their parents out. Yeah.
No,
great episode. That's the beginning when they just do the flashbacks. Oh my god, it's so good. But anyway, I unfortunately have to wait because I'm watching it with my girlfriend. I'd be done if...
But yeah, no, I really liked it. I've watched the whole thing. I really like it. It only gets better. Uh-huh. But I look at like a show like that, and then I compare it to this other show that I'm watching on Hulu, Casual, and I'm thinking, These are both very funny. The writing on Casual is a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that could just be like, I don't know how many TV shows Aziz has written.
Right.
It could be a little inexperienced. It's
and he's working with one of the writers of Parks and Rec, who is also the bassist of Mouse Rat.
He's not the Asian guy in the show, is he?
I don't know. But I thought that guy was a really terrible actor.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was one of the writers.
He was one of the writers on that, and also the bassist in the band that's in that show.
Right.
Parks and Rec.
Okay, well, yeah. So I just want to do a quick reappraisal. I think everybody should reevaluate whether Hulu is now a viable option to pay for. I'm going to be doing the same in my life. I haven't done it yet. I probably should have before
talking about it, maybe.
But I'm just saying there are new factors that I've realized that warrant a reevaluation of Hulu.
All right, we're gonna do a quick break right now, just to mention our sponsor for that past segment was Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus, for only $9.99 a month, you're gonna get all your best TV shows and premium TV shows from Hulu Plus. Go subscribe with Hulu.com/Joey Vasquez. Got big blowjob to Hulu. None of that's real.
But if you pay a little bit extra, you can get no ads. If you pay the regular premium amount, you will still get ads.
Right.
So you might be wondering, why am I paying for that? Nobody knows.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not actually sponsored by Hulu. Let it be known.
Not yet. But Hulu, we're here. Watch this video where I kiss your ass for 5 minutes and pin you up against the giant that is Netflix. Who knows? All right. Let's move on.
All right, we got another topic for you. Or do you have another topic for me? I got a topic for you.
You got a topic for me.
And we're going to
I'm getting blasted by this stream of light right here.
It's just blasted right in the face.
I mean...
Okay. We need to bring up just a quick... a moment of silence topic, a somber topic, if you will.
Right.
You've heard it here. You've heard us talk about them many times.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I know. Hey, we're going to pull through. We've brought them up before. Of course, real quick, we need to do a shout out.
Quick shout out
to our former boys over there.
Hey, don't
our
be
former
so quick
boys
to
over
speak.
there at Pretty Much It. Of course, we have Eric Schiffler, Jake Baldino,
and
Mike
Moist.
We got they're our direct competitors.
I would say so. They're also our best friends.
Direct friends. We put out our video last Friday, and then that's when they put out their video and podcast as well. And I'm always very excited to see what they have to tell us. I'm always excited to see that our titles and our topics are always exactly the same every week. And so I was hoping to see Clouds in Smash Bros. Fallout 4 is great. But what do I see? It's just a picture of Eric Striffler looking away.
With the title, We Need to Talk.
Yeah.
Or Let's Talk or something.
Never a good sign.
No. That old cliche.
Mm-hmm. And I couldn't wait. I was driving up to Fremont that night, and I didn't have anything to listen to. I cried the whole way.
Wow. Anyway, maybe we should say what they said in case anybody cares.
They're breaking up.
We don't know that for sure. They said they're going on a break for the time being.
Next day, Jake Baldino got engaged.
I have to assume this is because of the recent engagement of Jake, but you know what?
And also his $1 million company over at Game Ranks.
That's the one.
And what I mean by $1 million, I mean million subscriber. So it's $1 per subscriber, right? That's how it works.
Yeah. But we honestly, we just wanted to give our support to them.
Yes.
We love them. We'll be sad to see them go.
Go listen to the backlog, because despite the news not being relevant anymore, it's pretty hilarious.
Very entertaining. Great guys.
Yeah.
Have a lot of great ideas that they talk about, theories they have with trailers and stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah, and I would say also, if you do like this show, it's very similar in format, kind of. Yeah, pretty similar in format. They talk more about news. It's more quick news. We talk about a few bigger topics and go in depth in them. But they have some really good discussions there. And also support Zoo Floss on YouTube, Game Ranks on YouTube, Because Video Games on YouTube, and Eric Striffler Vids on YouTube. And also subscribe to Pretty Much It, because it's very possible they could come back.
Yeah. No, we don't know that this is done, but also it's very possible that we could take their place. So,
So that's what we're trying to do here.
Let them know.
So if you were watching that and need something else to watch on Fridays to get your movie and video game fix, come over here. We got you.
Yep.
That's all we need to say about that.
Just wanted to give them a quick shout out because we talk about them. We enjoy their videos.
Yeah. All right, guys. Like we said, Tommy Costa is not here.
What do you think he's doing right now? Bringing some GD hamburger to somebody?
I mean,
some rich asshole that doesn't work on Thursdays?
Yeah, that's definitely it. Tommy has prior another job.
Another job.
I meant to not say prior. I was starting over. Anyway, that being said, this is going to be a much quicker episode, so we're going to get right now.
This week was There's
no news this week, but we're going to get into another topic right after this. But for now, we're going to do a 10-second review. The best we know how. We're no Tommy. We're no 8-second wonder.
Yeah. 8-second wonder. You think there's some double meaning there, Josh?
No, I know there is. I've seen it.
All right, that's a story for another time.
Anyway, maybe never.
Okay.
We're going to do a 10-second review. So I was thinking, Joey, you want to review the very show we were just talking about, Master of None.
I thought I did that already.
Did you? No, you didn't.
We didn't do that?
No, remember we said afterwards, you should have done that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Give me 10 seconds on the clock.
Put 10 seconds on the clock here. Ready? Go.
Great filmmaking. A lot of the sequences are really good. It's not really that well written. The dialogue's not always that good. Sometimes the acting's poor, but Aziz is really funny. It's his classic style.
All right. Very good. Very well.
I thought that was actually pretty good. Just like pulling that out of my rear ass.
Rear ass, right. No. Anyway, well, thank you very much for that. You did pretty well. I give it a B+.
Gentleman and Scholar.
Gentleman and Scholar, B+. All right, we will be right back after this quick break. And we're back. Before we get into our topic of the week, we're going to do some quick plugs. Joey, you have something to plug for me?
I do. You know what? Why not? Twitter.com/fangear.
Oh, wow. Very unconventional of you.
It's the only one I can remember. So.
Okay.
No, go there. That's where you can keep up on all of our latest news about what we're going to be talking about. You can weigh in.
Did you just say twitter.com?
Is it .net now?
No, I think you just said twitter.com.
No, I said /fangear.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
And then you...
At Fangear.
Yeah, at Fangear. But whatever. Now you've thrown me off.
Okay.
Anyway.
What can we do there? What's the benefit?
Latest news. You can find out maybe what we're going to be talking about. If we come across news during the week, we'll often tweet about that.
We'll ask your opinions. We might read them on the podcast even.
Yeah. When we have contests, we'll let you know about it there.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely you know about streams.
Streams, yes. It's definitely the most direct way to be in contact with us throughout the week.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And we also have personal Twitters, too.
We do.
At JoshCV.
At Joey Drop Trout.
And Tommy is at Awkward Tommy.
Awkward Tommy.
So you can follow all 4 of those Twitters and you can get more of us than you'll ever need or want in your life. Or maybe less. I don't know.
We got, let's see, what else we got? We got Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Fangeared. And guess what, guys? Now is the time.
Ooh.
You're going to want to get on twitch.tv/Fangeared. Give us a follow because we're having some great discussions. We're playing Fallout 4. We're playing wrestling. We're looking into right now, very soon, we're going to be playing Pokemon and doing viewer battles.
Hey, no promises.
So that's going to be really fun. And we're officially rebranding, giving you a look behind the curtain right now. #HellaStream. We're coming straight from the Bay. We're streaming out of the Bay Area, and you guys can be in on the party. Because it's a party, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. Up here in the Bay.
Can I give a shout out? Can I give a shout out?
Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to our boy. He's been there since the beginning. our boy Brody. Round of applause. Our boy Brody, he's coming to the streams almost every week.
Oh.
And he's a
fan.
He's a big cool guy. He's from Australia too, which is cool. Yeah.
So be like Brody.
So be like Brody. Get in on the ground floor. And yeah.
So I just realized that we're my childhood room.
Mm-hmm.
Ungodly things have happened in here.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. What else do you have to plug? YouTube.com/fangear. That's where you can follow us. If you're listening on the podcast, you can see us in person there. If you're watching on YouTube.com,
You can go
over to iTunes and
iTunes.
search Fangeared.
You can listen to us on your
Listen to us
morning
there.
commute.
On the go.
Or your nightly commute. I don't know when you commute, but whenever you're commuting, you can listen to
That's
us.
true. There are a lot of people who
Nightly commute.
work nights.
You can also assume that if someone's commuting somewhere in the morning, they might drive back after.
Well, that one's still up in the airport.
Okay.
I digress.
Yeah, and then finally, I just want to give a quick little anecdote here, actually.
Oh.
It's a quick story, and it has to do with the plugs. We gave away a NES Amiibo recently for those who reviewed our podcast on iTunes. We picked a winner. We gave away a brand new free NES Amiibo to them. Congratulations to the winner.
We should say, if you listen to this tomorrow, it's on its way. Don't think that we're just pretending we gave it to you.
Right. Yeah.
You know you don't have it yet.
Yes. if you listen to this on the day that it comes out, then you probably don't have it yet. But it is being sent out to you. We're not, and you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name on the podcast. And the reason for this is because I contacted this person, let him know he won. He gets back to me with all his information and everything, and says, "Oh, that's so awesome! My son is going to be so thrilled for Christmas."
Oh.
So that made me feel really good.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I told him, like, I'll definitely get that right out to you then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's huge. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought it was really cool.
Okay.
So thank you for reviewing us on iTunes, and we're glad that we could get you that NES Amiibo, which you would not be able to find otherwise.
It's one of those rares, as they say.
One of them rares. Actually, what they're called in the Amiibo hunter community is unicorns.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's levels of rarities, like common, uncommon, rare, unicorn. There's some in the middle there, but...
All right. Josh, what do you say we get into...
Let's get in to this next topic. Topic of the week, if you will.
It's a topic of the week,
Hit
but...
that fan.
It's already on, Josh.
Hit it.
No, please.
It's
so
very
hot.
It's very hot in here.
I forgot I had it on.
Yeah, well,
sorry. Hey, if you heard some wind and you thought you were in a hurricane, you weren't.
You're not in the NorCal tornado that hit recently.
Hey, don't say that. Okay, global warming.
Maybe they might be El Nino.
El Nino.
El Nino, right. It was America. Anyway, you guys heard of League of Legends?
Heard of it.
You have.
And who's you guys? Tommy's not here.
Tommy's not here, right? One of their big teams, and I totally closed the page that I had the team name on, was just it was a California team.
Wasn't the SLC?
So it's like NRG involved, but I think that might have been the other party.
Anyway, the news is that an NBA team, NBA owner. Is it the owner
two co-owners of the Sacramento Kings bought this League of Legends team.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently...
Well, hold on. See, right there you think, oh, that's great. You have a big name in sports buying an esports team.
And I have this, according to IGN, NRG has purchased the LCS slot from Team Coast.
So as for what that means exactly, hey, maybe we're not as experts as we might think.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I definitely don't claim to be an expert in League of Legends, but this is pretty big for esports.
Right.
It's what I want to talk mostly about. I think is the connection between the two, traditional sports and esports, how they fit in together.
Well, first we should tell the other part of the news is that they purchased the team. But then pretty quickly it seems like they replaced a lot of the players.
Yeah, only one remaining player on the roster.
Yeah, so,
and the rest are being replaced by Korean
players. Yeah. So, and see, this is interesting, and I think what we want to talk about, I think, might be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
It's worrisome, but it's also good.
Right.
It's worrisome because then you have players who essentially started, who helped build this community and build esports into the mainstream.
Right.
Who are now maybe they're great players, but when you're dealing with an industry that is in this to make money, which is why this NRG bought the team, they're going to get the best people.
Yeah.
And they don't care about what you've done to build this sport up, and it sounds like that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally called like Coast Team, or what was it I just said?
Yeah.
Team Coast.
And
now there's one person who remains on the team. I mean, it is clearly a California team. They seem to be proud of coming up out of California.
Right.
And
it's just, it's good for the sport in the sense that you want the people playing to be the best people in the world. That's how you get the most exciting, and you want the true best team to be the one that's actually the best. And and maybe, that means they're giving opportunity to people who normally wouldn't have it because of where they live. Mm-hmm. But it's also sad that, people are not going to be able to play now.
I mean, this is a standard traditional sports move.
All right.
This is, I mean, and it happens in the esports community as well, because, I mean, a team having a corporate owner or anything is not new.
Right.
Or having some rich people own them is not new in esports. But it's, I like to think that there's still kind of a communal aspect to esports and to video games in general. And this is kind of like, and I don't really know much about the background of the team, but you got to think that there's only one person staying, everybody else is out. That has to feel bad for both parties.
Right. And I mean, I don't know what the terms are if they're leaving, if they were bought out and, paid essentially, like, or I don't know if they're just let go, or I don't know exactly how it happened, but it's really tricky because you think about in mainstream sports, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're somebody who they feel is not right for the team or good enough, then you're going to be benched and you're going to be cut, and someone else is going to take your place. Mm-hmm. And that's important for the legitimacy of a sport, but it's also, we're also sort of entering this before it can be about fun because there wasn't too much money involved.
Right.
But because of our sort of capitalistic society, once it gets to that mainstream level where like people are like, oh, this is legitimate, that also means that there's money to be made, and thus it's going to be less about, oh, we've been together since the beginning, this is our team, and it's going to be more about having the best team and being able to win and make money.
Right.
So it's sort of a double-edged sword in that sense.
Right. It's funny because, like, think about it in terms of, like, and this is a bit of a different case, but, like, competitive Pokemon. It's, a lot of really, really competitive players don't get into Pokemon because there's a lot of luck involved, stuff like that.
Right.
It's not necessarily a skill-based game, but it is in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways it isn't, and there are things that can really screw a match over for you that are against your control. But other than that...
it reminds me, like, with Pokemon, I can think that... I'm sorry, actually, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I interrupted you there.
The Pokemon, there's a lot of luck involved, so not a lot of competitive players really get into it, but it does have a huge competitive scene. And there is essentially no real money involved.
Right.
It's winner of worlds gets a scholarship.
Right. And in fact, even sort of the being able to compete doesn't cost a lot of money.
Right.
I mean, you're really just... you have to have the latest
You
game.
have to have the latest game and the latest system.
Yeah, latest system. But then it's just a matter of you competing, being good, continuing to win.
Yeah.
And that's what gets you in. You don't have to have a huge sponsor. You
Right.
don't have to you don't have to make a name for yourself.
Local premier challenges do cost $5 to enter.
Right, but
I
$5 versus
I do actually think that comes back to if you win.
Oh, yeah, right.
So there's some, but not. I mean, you go to a
Right.
premier event, that's like 30 people.
No. And I mean, it's not the same as like these esports competitions where like people are making some money.
Right. Oh yeah, they definitely are, and they're like League of Legends was just. Oh, they haven't come here. I want to go. They're gonna be at.
That's the one that's going to September, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and they're so hype. People, they're huge arenas, and just like everyone's going crazy for these things.
No,
and like we saw it at the Smash Invitational for Wii U.
Right.
You know, these commentators, everybody's going crazy when things happen. It's like, it's an event, like, and it's like there's just so much energy, and like it operates like a sporting event.
Exactly, and that's why this
and
is so
same for
double.
Pokemon too. It's like I would say most competitive games. There are hype moments where you can, you know, I'm sure in even Call of Duty, someone gets a 360 no scope MLG, then
right,
the people are going crazy.
Well, see, that's why it's so double edged, because in order to have those moments, you need the best players.
Right.
So that's why it's. I mean, I don't want to talk about sports, but we're like I don't know if our fan base is really that into.
Well,
sports.
I mean that's what I kind of want to talk about is is bridging that gap, and are they can they be seen on the same level like that, because a lot of people don't.
You're right, a lot of people don't. I obviously do. I'm a big fan of both sports. I don't really watch esports, but it's something that I like to follow.
League of Legends is on FanDuel and
and DraftKings. But like I mean, I'm speaking for me personally, like I enjoy hearing about it. I like hearing about, you know, I'll watch a highlight every now and then, but I think people are going to start to realize that these are very connected, or they're going to realize why they liked one and not the other.
Right.
And I worry that people are going to realize, oh, I liked watching esports because it wasn't about, you know, it's about who's the best, but it's almost like you have more of a fair shot. It's more of a community, less of this is about making money.
Right. I think that esports absolutely has the potential to go down that road of being maybe the things that people who like esports and not regular sports didn't like.
Right.
I don't think I said that.
No,
right
that's exactly what I'm saying.
People don't like things about sports for one reason or another.
Exactly.
Esports definitely has the potential to also go down that same road.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up. This happened a while ago, but an ESPN host. I just wanted to grab his name. That's why I was looking it up here. ESPN analyst Colin Cowherd. I think.
Oh no, that's Coward.
Yeah. Hey, either way, he said he would quit ESPN. What are you doing?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Anyway, he said he would quit ESPN if they ever covered esports. They did, and he quit.
Admirable.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. I don't watch ESPN, but I don't want him having a good job anyway.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean,
it's like
I really don't. And see that's why I want to, like, obviously our audience is going to be more of the gamer side of this, and like I want them to sort of realize that, hey, this guy's saying that he doesn't want you to be a part of his world.
Yeah.
It goes the same way when you say that you don't want sports to be a part of the video game world or the esports world. Like the elements there are the same in that it's competitive. You want one team or one person to be the ultimate winner.
Right.
And in that sense, there's a community around the people. You have fan bases. The elements are the same. What we should be critical of is sort of who gets thrown to the wayside because of those ultimate sort of aspects of it, and you know, the wanting to be the best and making the most money and things like that.
Yeah. Also, a lot of esports leagues right now are really having to crack down on performance enhancing drugs.
See, that's problematic.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that comes with
Another
the potential
parallel
of being the
right. Yeah, and it's not steroids. It's Adderall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keeping you awake to practice or your rank up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like that also very potentially very dangerous to the players as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to maybe get something going on Fangeared. Maybe like a sports newscast style esports thing. I think that might be cool.
That could be interesting. Discuss that. We could also think about starting our own. Is PlayStation the one that's going to
the PlayStation Network League? Yeah,
you could get a league started, a Fangeared league there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
these are all options.
Me and Tommy are looking to start a Pokemon team.
Oh really? How many people are usually
It doesn't matter, but we just get shirts made and go to all the competitions together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be so sweet.
You need to get in on it.
I know.
You should just get in on it.
Well, can I just be like a supporter or I'll
mean,
film when we go there or something?
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Hey guys, I'm getting blasted over here by some light. It looks cool. We said this is going to be a shorter episode.
Yeah, so let us know what you think about bridging the gap between traditional sports and esports. Let us know what you think about the Kings co-owners buying this League of Legends team and replacing all but one of the players with Korean players. Right. Also, let us know if you're devastated about pretty much it. And also let us know if you're going to go subscribe to, of course, our sponsor for the video, Hulu Plus. Go to hulu.com/ Joey sent
me big blow J.
Yes, that was it, I think. Yeah. That's exactly what we said earlier. Thank you again for watching. Again, follow us at Fangeared on Twitter, facebook.com/Fangeared. If you're listening on the podcast on iTunes, youtube.com/Fangeared. Go subscribe. You can see our faces on there. Mm-hmm. If you're watching on YouTube, go subscribe on iTunes. Watch it on your way to work or wherever you go. And twitch.tv/Fangeared is blowing up. You don't want to miss out on our parties every week. #HellaStream. Send it out. Send me a tweet or send Fangeared a tweet with #HellaStream in it. And then I'll like it.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Tommy really on the last 8 seconds?
Huh?